We know for sure that
But I built it from loose change. Life is like a white tee, baby, it gets stained. But you better bundle up, cause it's a cold game.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. At their own 23-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing first play is Herbert. That's complete. He finds Jayden Reed. Inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jayden Reed, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are on the board first here in Vegas. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And the tackle going to be made right there. The 25-yard line. 25-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short throw, that's hauled in by Mayer. And to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. The Raiders at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first two games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that. And what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They looked at the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. They'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They're going to try and throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
Las Vegas. 1st and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A heavy rush, and down he goes. And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
They'll get this out to Jeanty. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throw right side, pulled in by Mayer. And he's going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down. And now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the same 17-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at the Raider 1st. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Jeanty. Well, he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Raiders 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Jeanty going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the jaw. Give him 3 on the game there, 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to punch it in with Jeanty. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. Carlson able to put this one through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Herbert. Flushed out right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. Here's 3rd and 3. As they've got it as we resume action. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's the rookie from Clemson. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that'll make it 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reed. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
16 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Baylor Tiger. Ready.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he takes a pop at the end of that one. It'll be a gain of about 4. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you've got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Got his tight end. It's complete. That's Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Juwan Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints are able to add on to that lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms sends it away. Jones breaking from the contact. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. That one out wide and intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
T. Higgins, 33 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Thornton. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Now they'll audible to something else.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for it with Jensen. They won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now how about this? They'll change it at the line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
22 yards. And the Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. They'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality is certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Now 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you definitely got to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
His defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
A tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll set up a throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards that time. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Herbert now. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To the air again, Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They snap it to Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jayden Reed with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the foul is on here in this first half. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2nd and 5.
Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
That is caught. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
48-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. In motion left, that's Reed. Now it's Herbert. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure is starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way for them to get the touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Danny Stutzman, the outside linebacker, dropping it for a loss of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. That's caught by Tucker. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
It's 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
19 tight. Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Open man is Tucker. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
14 more yards. That's another Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down. He's out of the pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 20.
They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown. Raiders are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
The Raiders will line up for the two-point conversion.
Ready?
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Raiders 11.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime. They sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Goodson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Here's Herbert. His throw incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
Here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And it's a fumble. But fortunately, the Saints weren't able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And that one complete once again to Higgins. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football. He's got a man complete. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. T. Higgins. Halfway to 100 now. A career touchdown number 50. And the Saints look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third. To the right side and intercepted. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not lapping it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. Herbert, quick pass out wide. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Only a yard of the completion. It's second and goal.
4-yard line.
They'll bring a tight end in motion. On second down, they'll run it here. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
Kappa. Crowd right.
Now Herbert, third and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Gang is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Green Jack. Set, go.
They'll go again with Genty. And they will only muster a yard here in the 38. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On third down, here's Genty. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How they done it so successfully.
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Here we go. Ready?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way to the football. The Raiders trying on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Lion.
Up the middle they go. Goodson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, I got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now 2nd and 5.
12, ready.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And they take a knee.
Set. Grenading. Grenade.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe